Good afternoon. This is DCR TV News for the 22nd of February, 2011. The big headlines. Well, we're hearing about some intrigue down Fredericksburg way. Jeff Moore, who used to be paired with Jessica Cash in mornings at country powerhouse WFLS, may get moved back to the station. Well, a while back, he was moved from WFLS and placed on Freelance Star's sister classic rocker WWUZ, which actually got mentioned in a Sopranos episode in the last season of that show, when Tony and Paulie were driving south and they headed through Virginia. Anyhow, will Jeff Moore move back to FLS with Jessica? We're hearing the ratings there are a little bit soft in the mornings. That could be a possibility. Stay tuned. We're also hearing some big news. C-SPAN veteran Mike Michelson has passed away. He had a long career with the U.S. House Radio and Television Correspondence Gallery before he became Executive Vice President of D.C.-based C-SPAN, the cable television channel that broadcasts the proceedings of Congress. He died on January 23rd at his home in Arlington. He was 86. WETA Channel 26 is producing an Academy Awards preview show that will lead up to the February 27th Academy Awards, the 83rd annual, and we all hope the King's speech does well in that. Anyhow, the program features Joe Barber and Tim Gordon, plus DC native Russell Williams, and Arch Campbell of Channel 7 and TBD TV News Channel 8, plus a whole bunch of other people, including WJFK's Kevin Beatty K. McCarthy. It airs throughout the month and will also have an encore presentation at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, the evening of the awards. We're also reporting here from DCR TV's News Central that Sunny, S-U-N-N-I, I presume it's pronounced Sunny, is the new midday personality at CBS Radio's Urban Contemporary WPGC 95.5 FM. That's a CBS station, as I said. Earlier last week, we told you that she had been trying out in the midday shift. She comes from Detroit's WJLB, and she's replacing Angie Corley, who apparently has been at the station for about a year or so, and her contract was not renewed. So those are the big news stories we're reporting on right now. Also wanted to comment on news that the BBC will no longer be carrying its BBC World News America on BBC America. Now, BBC America is carried by cable systems all across the country, including Comcast and Verizon here in the Washington area. Well, BBC World News America, which usually airs at 7 p.m., will no longer be airing on the channel as of March 25th. BBC America plans to move the service to its BBC World channel. The problem with that is BBC World News is not carried by Comcast and some other cable companies in the Washington area. I believe it's carried by Verizon, and I believe it's carried by Cox and Fairfax. So I would recommend that the Comcast cable TV giant add BBC World News. Plus, it would be a good addition since most of the news channels like CNN and Fox News carry very little news on them anymore. They're mainly political bantering. So that's the big news. So that's the news for the moment. Those are the headlines here at the DCR TV World News Central. DCR TV is your source for local media news and gossip for DC, Baltimore, and the entire Northeast. And don't forget to stay tuned.